Good morning, good evening, or good night, whoever's watching. My name is Hector Secretary Rodriguez, and this is a review, or what would you call it? Alright, so this is going to be a video explaining the various data structures and the Disjoint-Set-Union not actions. You get what I mean. I'm explaining the code for this contact book, which is a contact book made in C#, and I'm going to be explaining the features, or, well, the data structure algorithm used in it. And by the end, I'll run a small video, or not a small video, I'll record small clips of, well, the program running to ensure that it runs, but my main purpose of this video is to record this video and explain it. So first of all, up here we have the find duplicate Disjoint-Set-Union, and this is a data structure that creates clusters. It creates graphs, and now I go down here. You have the duplicate sets name because it's more easier to discern, and it creates trees united to the root. As in Spanish you'd say, árboles unidos por la raíz. So, en este loop aquí abajo, basically what happens is, por cada contacto que pasa el índice, el pariente es el mismo. So, si el índice 1, pues el pariente de 1 es 1. Y va por todos los contactos, it goes through all the contacts, y it states que el pariente es su propia raíz. That's what happens up here. Now, up here, what goes on up here is that, let me make sure. So this up here, what this does is this goes through every existing contact or every existing phone and email, and it basically, it's a loop, and it goes, oh, is this phone number or is this email part of the database, or is this, does this exist? No, then it creates it, and then it keeps going. So, it marks here. So let's say, the first user, or the first, how would you call it? The first contact, is the number 777? Yes. Is there any other, other number that's 777? No, because it's the first one. So we go down to email, and it does the exact same thing. Do we have an email that's like email.com, /hacker or something like that? No, then it creates it, or it tags it, or it it keeps the loop going, because this isn't to make them. This is to analyze them to see if there are duplicates. As you can see, it's called duplicate sets. So what happens when it does find one? So it goes into the loop, and it verifies again. Oh, the next user, the phone number is 000, email is some random email that's not connected to the first one. Alright, we keep going. Then we go to the next phone, or the next user, and the phone is 777, and that does exist. So, if our existing exists, else phone index, this is the thing that marks it if it's not the same. If it is the same, which is the first line, you go down here and you relate it together. The find root A and root B. If root A is not equal root B, a parent is root B, or the parent, which is root B, is equal to root A. So what this means is that, so we have the first contact, that's phone number 777, and then the second one is contact 000, and then if the third one is contact 777, what this in a nutshell does is relates it to the first one, so it becomes a parent to it, or un pariente, basically meaning that it relates it. So now the third contact on the list, if it's 777, is related to the first contact, which is 777. And the parent of it, or a child of it, no, pariente, it's in Spanish. So, and it does the same for the email up here. If the email is, man, it's a lot of chickens outside, damn, my bad, my mistake. Anyway, I lost concentration there, I'm so sorry. If it does the same check here, if email is existing, it goes down here, it goes to the loop, and it finds your root, and it links it to the first iteration of that email. So if the fourth user has a different number, but the same email as the first user or the first list, then it relates it. It turns into un pariente. It becomes a, what would you call it in Spanish or in English? I'm just gonna say in Spanish, básicamente, el próximo igual se convierte en el pariente del primero. So, they become, they merge. Well, they don't merge, my bad. They checks if there's a duplicate and it connects it to the first duplicate, or the first iteration of the duplicate. So, yeah. Check what else I'm missing to explain. Something I forgot to mention real quick is that when the list or the loop goes and finds the first iteration of the phone or a phone or an email, like a unique variation that hasn't been in the index before or in the list, it marks it as the first iteration, as the parent of any of the upcoming ones or the next ones on the list that are the same. So think of it as marking it with a star, or man, I gotta turn off my notifications. Think of it as marking it with a star, and basically, if the email is myemail.gmail.com or myemail.com, and we go 50 spaces over, or 50 more users over, or 50 more emails over, and it finds one that's the same email as the first variation of it, like myemail.com, then it relates it to the first iteration of it. So keep that in mind for this. That's what I wanted to say for this part. So after we do that, and after it goes through every contact, and it goes through every phone and every email, and it creates the root for every unique email and unique number, and ties any adjacent similar emails or phones to the root of the first iteration. What does it do then? So then after it goes down here to this down here, no, this over here. And what this for loop does pretty much is it unites them, or it makes besides the connection they already have, like if one contact is the root, and then the other one is a child, or like a parent to it, not a parent, a child to it, or connected to it, then but this, what it does is it groups it. So it goes to the first index or the first contact. Oh, this one is the root of the first email, so it goes here. Then it looks to the next number, and the next number is or the next contact is the connected to, like, the phone number is connected to the first one because the phone numbers are the exact same. Then it connects it, puts it side to side. Then it goes to the next contact. Is the phone number related? Yes, and then it puts it side to side. And then it goes to the next one. Oh, is the phone number or email related to the root of the first one, or connected to the root of any of the other ones? No. Then it makes its own separate entry, and then it keeps going. It analyzes. Oh, the next index or the next contact is the other one we put is 777. Now that this one is the phone number 777, so it is connected to this, so it puts it side to side. So that's what this program does. It organizes them by the first iteration, which is the root, and then any of the preceding contacts with said information or said similar fields. So yes, let me make sure I have everything. So after making the list here, or using the for loop to make that list, this is what it is. You know, this is the, makes a list, and it's like, oh, find the ones that are the duplicates or the root of the duplicates. And what that does, finally, after rounding him up, so, the first contact is 777, then the 7th contact is the same phone number, 777, and then the 14th contact is also 777 as a phone number. So, it goes here and adds it to group values, or adds it to the list, and if you go to the contact book, it goes all the way down here, and it checks if there's a duplicate, for each group in duplicate groups, and it starts this loop right here, which is, I will show it in a quick second. Let me mount the program real quick. It takes a while. There you go. I'll go to contact book. So if we go to M, boom, that's what it does. It detects the ones that are connected. I put them, or it's organized in order, but in the list they are unorganized. Like, these are 3 different Haleys. And, just a quick example, if I want to just, use the first name, I want to have the name of the second Haley, Diaz. If I want to have the phone index, which is the first one, which is none, and then Tyler Creator email, then I just use the third one, and it merges it. You want to merge it? Yes. Contact merged successfully. 1, I don't want to merge this contact. Do you want to apply these merges? Yes. Continue. And there you go. And you just go to page. You go to the 11th page. Boom. Sarah Jimenez. Or I'm pretty sure that's the one we just duplicated. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's the one we just duplicated. Or Haley. Yeah, no, it's Haley, not Sarah. It's Haley. Haley Diaz, no phone number, Tyler Creator email, or tylercreatoremail.com. Yeah, I had some fun with the list here. So, yeah, that's about it. Let me make sure I get my sources right before I state this. Overall, this structure is titled, let me make sure it is titled, yeah, it is titled Disjoint-Set-Union, and the algorithm used is find-union. So that's pretty much what this algorithm does, or what that algorithm does. It goes through each index, says they are their own root, then, or their own, like, variante, then it goes and it starts checking for individual specific cases of the first iteration of this, and then it keeps checking if there's any other iteration that's the exact same as the one stated firstly, and then it connects it, and then the preceding line of code, or the preceding algorithm, organizes it, and then it sets it here, and then it's what this, right here amounts to, which is the deduplicate feature in the contact book. So that's going to be it for this video. I hope whoever's watching enjoyed it. I hope you enjoyed it, Professor. And yeah, I'll be leaving it there. Thank you so much for watching. Good morning, good evening, or good night.